10 years ago, a group of young people wanted to do something meaningful in a small village on the coastal side of Kenya. As a result, a non-profit organization called HomeStreetHome was founded with the aim of doing something that matters. Today, we want to tell you about the changing world and how change promotes development. How is this small village in Kenya changing? And how is our organization changing with it? How does the need change? And so does the development work itself? Every action has an impact. And that impact can multiply unnoticed and cause a spiral of change within the community, from inside of the community itself. But let's get back a few steps. Let me tell you where we are at. It is a rather interesting little village. Makongeni is a small village in Kenya. Kenya is a land of vibrant diversity, rich in culture, wildlife, and landscapes. From the sweeping savannas of the Masai Mara to the bustling streets of its capital city, Nairobi, Kenya is a country that thrives on its contrasts. Our little village is located in the south coast, about 50 kilometers from Mombasa, in Kwale County. Kwale County has stunning natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Our home village, Makongeni, is located just by the beautiful white sandy beaches. It is about 60 kilometers from the border of Tanzania. The village is surrounded by mangrove forests, beaches, and other neighboring villages.
Makongeni is a very fascinating village, I would say, very beautiful. And we are very lucky born here and to have grown up here. The village is filled with pristine ecosystems. For example, we have the mangroves, we have the wide sandy beaches. For example, if you walk through from the main road, you will go through our center, which is basically some shops. And then immediately in the houses, you would have a lot of coconut trees and mango trees. So also for me growing up, it was also very interesting because then sometimes when you're hungry, you could still have a mango somewhere and feel good afterwards.
There is approximately 4,000 people living in the village. The population of the village is a mixture of different tribes and religions. Many people in the village are from Mijikenda communities. The Mijikenda, also known as 9 home villages, comprise 9 tribes: Chonyi, Digo, Duruma, Giriama, Jibana, Kambe, Kauma, Rabai, and Ribe.
So according to the history, Digo is one of the 9 groups that comprise the Mijikenda people. And this Mijikenda group historically is said to be originally from a mythical place called Shingwaya, which was found in the present-day southern Somalia. Nobody knows where exactly today, but somewhere there. And then they emigrated from there to come along the Kenyan coast back in the 16th, 17th century. Our history is very interesting because it's not well documented. It was more passed over through word of mouth.
The Mijikenda tribes share some similarities in their languages and cultures, but still, they are all different. Each of these tribes remains distinct and speaks its own Mijikenda dialect. In Makongeni, the majority of the people are Digo, and therefore they speak the Digo language.
Historically, also when the Digos arrived along the Kenyan coast, nobody used to be here, so they're kind of now the first people, so the natives, if I may say, and then they now started to live in the forests. So they used to establish small villages called kayas, which were basically within the forest. And these forests are still existing today, and that made Digo have a very strong connection now with trees and forest, because the traditional belief is that the ancestors live in those forests through their spirits. So people get connection with their ancestors through the trees.
Mimi ni Mdigo kwanza. Na udigo wangu si udigo tu wa hivi. Ni Mdigo ambao kwenye grupu la Mijikenda. Kabila Tisia. Sasa katika Takarira ndani anwa Mijikenda os kana sagalamura kama bao. Anwa Mijikenda katafikiria moga kumoga mlongwano, kanafikiria mamoga nature kuhifadhi vitumbi vyao ama nyungu zao ndizo mavoyo gao ndio kinga zao zile. Na ndani ya Takarira kanaenda kile kitu wakati kuna hospitali kanatumia madawa jamii anokatumia vyakula vya mavueni kama Mijikenda panza kuhifadhi mii mwanzo kuhifadhi tsaka mwanzo kuhifadhi mii kuhifadhi hewa mwanzo hewa safi na kuhifadhi mii kuhifadhi madawa kuhifadhi vyakula ndani ya mataka vira muna nyama na nyama njira lazima chimatakani kazi kuchiwi mbele za watu na ndio maana ukaona taka chirimwa nyama na koza mtaani ila sumu watu so kuhifadhi taka kuhifadhi mazingira mazuri sana sababu taka na mimi ndawa taka na kulia na pia mataka katika mataka makulu ganalea imani pa anansi apigwe nupevo wakati makogareza akavoye makogabi sasa kama udono muimano unywa muyu so muyu ambao unaheshima kwanza jambo la kwanza alafu muyu katika muyu yote kuna muimba kama za muyu alafu muyu kama muyu ambao sisi adigo una imani kwamba uchukua una mahugo ama una makongogo ucho chibila muza uchuhagi uchukua mashidazo unausirwa kwa sababu sinyamani kwamba aziyakare nguvu zao zichamuwe mwenye mimi badaino so ucho chibila muza ucho chugwa na mira ucho vua shidazo uzauza shidazo so muiza uno muyu hata wasa sama madaktari ga chenyeji ani aganga mpaka tubia muyu uno muyu kusukulagula anache kulagula twazima.
Nowadays, the village is very mixed, and you can find many other tribe people from the village, such as Durumas, Makondes, Luos, and Kambas. Makongeni has always been a peaceful village that welcomes everyone. People are friendly and believe that everyone has the right to practice their own culture and religion. Therefore, you can find, for example, mosques and churches in the village, and many of the villagers are Muslims or Christians.
Makongeni village is a village of diversity in terms of our culture, and maybe I can say our diversity is our pride.
Many of the villagers are either fishermen or have other small-scale businesses. There are people who have small farms and some who are running a small kiosk business. Some people are employed either in the nearby sugarcane plantation or in the tourist area in Diani. However, unemployment is still high and many people are still living under the poverty line.
Changamoto kwa kusema kweli tuna nyingi, kwa sababu tatizo ni kwamba sisi tunaishi hapa kama kutegemea Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa sababu ajira hapa kwetu ni kidogo sana. Labda vijana wapate mtu anajenga kule wakakoroge ndio waweze kupata lisho yao ya matumizi yao. Lakini kama ajira ndio hatuna, vijana wanahangaika kidogo.
Makongeni has pre-primary, primary, and junior secondary schools with a total of over 1,000 children. The school was built and started by the community, and later, the government took the school under government support.
Wanjala is the name of a person. We say you start with the capital. Yeah. Capital who? Wanjala who? Capital who? Only capital who? The other letters, there must be small. Letter Wanjala wa ja la. Do you use capital letter here? No.
Currently, the primary school has 16 teachers, 12 classes, and 810 learners. There are 60 to 70 children in one classroom.
Makongeni as a school started in 1975. It was started with the community. There was no school around, so they came up with the idea of bringing school near to the children because the children were moving very far. So the community sat down, and then the land was donated and the classes were built. Now it started those years. Up to now, we have an enrollment of 810.
Requirements, basic requirements at school. For instance, maybe you may get a pupil without books. The books we are getting from FPE, they are not enough for all the learners because the FPE funds nowadays they base on the people who are registered in the UPI system. And for a learner to be registered, she or he must have a birth certificate. In our school, we have almost 810 learners, but the only ones captured on the UPI system are 300 and something. Therefore, the funds you get from the FPE are little. We purchase the books, but they do not get into reach to all the learners. Maybe for one learner was supposed to get maybe 6 books, he or she'll get only 2 or 3 books.
I wish to have as many professionals coming from Makongeni so that they be responsible citizens. That's my wish.
Despite the challenges such as overcrowded classrooms and lack of facilities, the school is a special place. We can see that it is growing strongly in children's minds, that education is a powerful tool for change. Children walk long distances each day, eager to learn. For many, education is the key to breaking the cycle of poverty, empowering them to dream big and aspire to careers that can uplift their families and communities. Every day in the classroom, this child is building a bridge to a brighter tomorrow, one where their dreams can soar and their community can flourish. Through education, they hold the promise of a better future, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them.
One of the biggest issues affecting people in the village is poverty. And poverty can be explained by many things, but in most cases, the most affected people are children, women, people living with disability. Mostly when we group them, we will say the vulnerable ones. These are the most affected people by poverty.
It is said that the women in the village are the foundation for the entire community. They are the ones who run the households and take care of the children. Many women are also running small businesses like selling fried fish or baking homemade pastries to sell. As you can see, these women are relentless. They are creating an important base for the community. The thing is, they are not the decision makers, but they are the foundation. They are the ones who run the community, but still, they are not the ones who get to make the decisions. Women and girls in the village face numerous challenges, from limited access to education and healthcare, to societal expectations that often restrict their opportunities. Many women work tirelessly to support their families, manage households, and engage in agriculture, all while navigating traditional gender roles that often limit their autonomy and decision-making power.
Mimi pia ni mwenyekiti wa HomeStreetHome, alafu pia ni mwanaharakati. Najihusisha sana kwa upande wa wasichana. Sisi tunapiga vita dhulma dhidi ya wasichana chini ya umri wa miaka 18. Kwa mtoto, maisha yetu kwanza ni ya kijijini, si ya town. Kijijini utoke huko unakotoka mpaka shule, ni distance. Umetoka nyumbani, chai hakuna. Umeenda shule, umerudi lunch, mama yuko shamba. Pia yeye akwambia vile vile hakuna lunch. Kwa hivyo kivyovyote ni kama ni maisha ya stress. Lakini tulikuwa tukienda hivyo hivyo kwa sababu ilikuwa ni enzi hizo. Wakati ule nilipokuwa nazipitia, nilikuwa kwangu sioni kama ni changamoto. Lakini baadaye nilivyokuwa sasa nikawa msichana, ndo nikaona kumbe zilikuwa ni changamoto. Na niliweza tu kupambana nazo, lakini ilifikia wakati sasa pia mambo ya masomo yakakatika kabisa. Kwa sababu hakuna fee. Mzazi ndio wewe wakwambia hana, na yuko na watoto kama 6 huko nyuma nao pia wataka kusoma, na mzazi ni wewe. Kwa hivyo ilifikia time kabidi nikae, wale wenye wanafaa kuendelea waendelee, kwa sababu pia tulikuwa na zile itikadi kali za kuwa mvulana ni bora asome, atakuwa polisi, atakuwa daktari, atakuwa mwendeshaji ndege, vitu kama hivyo. Lakini msichana alikuwa onekana ni msichana tu akue, akae pale kijijini apate mume, aolewe, watu wapate mali, basi.
When I was in school, primary school mostly, you realize there were more boys in classes than girls. And mostly even the girls who were there, they would, maybe half of them would end up dropping out before even the finishing or completing their studies.
I knew how to swim, I knew how to fish, I knew how to hunt. Because what I was doing is not supposed to be done with girls. Girls are supposed to be in the kitchen and stay with their mothers to be taught how to cook, how to wash, how to bring up the young children at home. But here I am, those are things that they're not of my type. If I see a pawpaw tree and there's a pawpaw up there which is ripe, I will climb to get that pawpaw, which it was like forbidden, a girl climbing a tree.
Yeah, I'm now in junior secondary school. I wish to join senior secondary school in next year, God willing. And after that, then I will decide what I want to do, what I want to study. I would like to do sciences as well. That's why I'm working hard, so that I can achieve it. One of my friends who had a single mom or a single parent, she was studying in the same school with me, but he ended up getting pregnant from that age. She didn't give up. She's still coming to school, and she has a child at home.
And to my feelings, it was now, there's a time that he was changing. It's like, let me just let her do what she wants now. I cannot hold her back. This is what she is, and this is what she has become. Then that is where, when she left me to be, now go outside there and do what you want. I was a free person, and I told my dad, now this is the time I would like you to know who I am. He told me, if you perform very well, I will take you with education wherever you want. That means he was trying to tell me that I have no wealth to give you as a daughter. The wealth that you can inherit from me is education. A woman cannot inherit in the African culture. So, but for him it was like, the only inheritance that I can give you as a daughter is education.
Some of my age girls, who are now exactly 8 girls, they're now, like 4 of them, they're pregnant, and 4 of them, they already have babies, and they have dropped out from school. That is the thing that I don't wish to happen to any girl. I want to see them studying so that we can achieve something in life.
Yeah, that time we had a really big gap. If you are a boy, then you had so many privileges compared to a girl. A girl child had no say, actually, if I may say, at that time, because you are told to respect boys and men, because those are your future husbands and so on. But now we are almost doing similar things. If it's come to education, we all go to school. If it's doing this job, there is no job actually for a man or a woman, as long as you have the desire and you work to, you have the interest in you, then.
So because I was that ambitious that I should have a future for myself and for my child, I started working, looking for white-collar jobs, even like being a house girl, washing clothes, utensils, come back home, going slashing at the beach, hotels, come back home, while I'm pregnant.
Lakini sasa nilivyokuwa nikajua kumbe msichana pia ana haki sawa na yule mvulana. Sasa ndo nikaanza kujihusisha sasa na mambo na community, kufanya kazi na community. Nikawa na wasichana na pia nawaelezea zile changamoto zenye nilipitia mimi.
Imagine a world where every young person, regardless of their gender, race, or socioeconomic background, had the same opportunities in life. A world where talent and ambition were the only factors that determined success. In this world, no one would be held back by prejudice or lack of resources. Education, healthcare, and career opportunities would be accessible to all, empowering youth to reach their full potential. The impact would be transformative. Sadly, today we are still multiple steps behind. Gender equity is not just a women's issue. It's a human issue. Until we remove these barriers, we all lose out on a fairer, more just world where everyone has the chance to thrive equally.
The men in this village, through what the women are doing, in 5 years to come, they will have known that they're not supposed to be there as decision makers. People have to work in equal basis. If a man can do, the woman can do.
Us as girls, we are brave, we are conquerors, we are strong, and all our rights matters, no matter what. We deserve same as boys, and we will do it and we will make it.
Not to listen to people that don't do this because you are a girl. If you feel that I can do something, go ahead and do it. You know, when you do something and some people see it, they'll say, oh, it's so and so, who did it? It's a girl. Yes, it's not a boy. So if you know you can do something, go ahead and do it. Let the people in this world to see what you have done. Don't sit there and say, I can do it, but you know what the people will say, the community will say. No, go for it.
The change is happening. We can see every day how the young generation is thinking differently. They are breaking the boundaries and twisting the old systems. The young generation in Kenya is redefining the future with fresh perspectives and a bold spirit. As the wind of change shakes the old gender stereotypes, the position of a woman in the village is currently changing. Grassroots movements, increased access to education, and support from women's empowerment programs are beginning to break down these barriers. More women are becoming community leaders, starting small businesses, and advocating for their rights. We are seeing how courageous women are transforming their home village from within, showing that change is possible. Their strength, resilience, and determination are lighting the path for future generations, proving that women are not just the backbone of their communities, but also key drivers of progress and transformation. We want to see fairness in this world. Fairness in the world is about creating a society where everyone has the same opportunities to thrive, regardless of their background, identity, or circumstances. It means ensuring that resources, rights, and opportunities are distributed equitably so that no one is left behind. Fairness is not just about treating everyone the same, but about recognizing and addressing the unique challenges and barriers that people face. In a fair world, we listen to and uplift marginalized voices, promote justice, and work to eliminate inequalities. True fairness seeks to build a world where compassion, respect, and dignity are extended to all, fostering a society that values every individual's potential and contributions.
If you talk about social justice means that everyone has the same opportunities, the same access to resources, the same fair treatment to all individuals, regardless of their gender, race, ethnic background, or socio-economical background. In the end, it's nothing complicated. It's to make sure that everyone has access to education, everyone can access quality health care in case of accident or illness, or person with special needs can access the services he or she needs. And everyone has access to the basic needs. It means we should all work hard to make sure everyone can participate fully in society without feeling discrimination or any kind of unfair treatment.
Social justice is the heartbeat of a fair and equitable world. It calls for the dignity, rights, and opportunities of every individual to be upheld, regardless of their background, race, or gender. Social justice means breaking down barriers of inequality, challenging oppression, and standing up for those whose voices are often unheard. At its core, it's about creating systems where everyone has equal access to education, healthcare, and economic opportunity. It's the belief that true progress only happens when all people are empowered to reach their potential. With every act of fairness and compassion, we move closer to a world where justice is not just an ideal, but a reality for all.
This is just to explain how important our work is here. One day, just a normal office working day, a girl walked inside my office and she came and asked that she wants to talk to Salim. Then I told her, please have a seat, and I am Salim. So tell me what's your problem? So the girl went straight and tell me that she has a big problem. There are things that has been happening to her, and she wanted to make sure that if she tells me this information, then the information will be safe and no one will know about it. And then I assured her that the information will be safe with me, and I will take actions if you need any help. So then she started telling me a very sad story that she lives with 2 parents and 4 siblings and also a grandfather. So she is in class 5 going to class 6, and she has not been going to school for almost a period of 1 month, and the reason is that the parents are not able to support her. There are certain money that she was supposed to pay, and they could not raise the money because the parents are working as daily laborers. So they leave very early in the morning going to work, and then they come very late in the evening. And when the parents are away, she takes care of the other young siblings together with the grandfather who is there because he is very elderly person. He cannot work. So most of the time when the parents are away, the girl normally takes care of the siblings. And according to what she told me is that the grandfather has been taking advantage of the situation when the parents are not at home, and he has been trying several times to have sex with her, and most of the time he has been touching some of the private parts and laughing and smiling, trying to make it some kind of a joke. But there's this one day that the grandfather actually used force on her, and she basically raped her. The girl stayed with this information for some days, and then the grandfather used to do it almost every day. When the parents are away, she's doing it until it became normal. So one day, this girl heard from the mom's friends, where I think the mom's friends' kids were being supported by HomeStreetHome. So then she heard about us, and then she thought maybe it would be wise to go and talk to people that are not blood related to, and probably these people are going to support. So that was the reason why she came to my office and she told me this. So immediately she told me about this information. It was very sad, of course, to hear this. And as part of our work is to support children who are going through violence, any form of violence in this case. So I gathered my team, explained the situation, and then the case was immediately reported to police station. And within 2 days, the grandfather was captured and he was taken to jail. And then the court process followed after that. So this is one of so many stories that we have had. People have come to explain, we have experiences, and we have also supported. And this is also shows how the center is free for anyone to walk in and tell their problems, and we are here to listen and also support in one way or another.
Wakati wa zamani tulipotoka tulikuwa hatujui, mimi nikijaribu kumnyanyasa mtoto wangu nitaenda wapi, tulikuwa hatujui. Mimi nikijaribu mtoto wangu pengine akiletewa shida. Na HomeStreetHome imetusaidia, imetuchukulia watoto kuwapeleka mashule na kuwasimamia hata matumizi yao, kwa sababu wanaangalia jamii ambayo haijiwezi. HomeStreetHome inachukua hilo jukumu, inatuweza kutusaidia.
10 years ago, when HomeStreetHome was founded, the village was very different than today. There were only a couple of houses with electricity, and fresh water was carried from a long distance. Some children were finishing primary school, but only a few were continuing to high school, and even fewer until higher education. That was the time when HomeStreetHome was founded, with the aim of improving the lives of children and youths in the area of Kwale County, Kenya.
So it all started in 2014 when we met with Viola during a work camp in Makongeni. And then we started to speak, discuss, and we became friends, and then started to discuss about the idea on how we can help basically in our community, and that's how HomeStreetHome was born. Clearly there was a need to help the community in one way. I think personally it was more a way to give back to the community, since I've been raised here and I know most of the challenges that people go through. So I felt like I had this, not obligation, but responsibility to also contribute something back to the community. And then seeing the situations in our village, there's really a big gap in terms of social equality, education, and healthcare. So I felt that we had to do something.
10 years later, after starting the organization, the rapid development in the country has done a lot. Many youths are continuing to high school, electricity connections are reaching most of the houses in the village, and through data networks, people are connected to the world outside Makongeni.
Makongeni has changed so much since I came here for the first time in 2014. In 10 years, the difference is massive. And it's really inspiring because I think here you see the development and change in a very different way than in Europe, because it's happening so fast. The whole country is developing very, very fast, and changes are happening.
Kwa kweli Makongeni saa hii mimi nashukuru sana. Zamani ilikuwa kiduka ni moja kule kwa Saidi Maradani, duka moja tu ndani ya Makongeni, lakini leo hii kuna maduka zaidi ya 8, na hapo mimi naona maendeleo yanaingia ndani ya Makongeni.
Mimi nitasema kuna mabadiliko, kwa sababu venye kulikuwa, hata kulikuwa na wazazi, ile elimu peke yake hawaitilii maanani. Mtoto ataenda shule aende, hataenda basi. Lakini kwa sasa hivi zile hamasa, ile usaidizi wenye anapata, mara amekuja HomeStreetHome, mwanangu hana nini yapewa, ile yani tuseme imetujenga sisi kama community, nasi pia tuko na ile hari ya kumuhimiza mtoto aende shule. Kwa hivyo kwa sasa hivi pia tunaona kuna mabadiliko. Yale yenye tulikuwa nao kitambo ni kambe sasa hizi tuenda kuyaacha. Tunaifanya kambe ni mila potofu. Kwa sasa hivi tuenda na wakati.
However, the challenges still exist. The electricity system is unreliable, and fresh water in the village is highly contaminated. People are not earning enough to push themselves out of poverty. The healthcare system remains unstable, and the quality of care is poor. Still, many people are losing their lives to illnesses that could be treated. At the highest risk are children under 5 years, pregnant mothers, the ones who have chronic diseases, or the elderly ones.
HomeStreetHome has been a journey. We have used a lot of time in the beginning to learn about challenges affecting the communities, mostly giving attention to challenges affecting children, challenges affecting young people, challenges affecting women, and we have used this information to think about the sustainable ways that we could support the community and have a long-term impact within the society.
In 2014, HomeStreetHome was founded by a group of friends who wanted to see a change. During the first years, the group focused on fundraising and planning on what is the right direction. Finally, in January 2016, the organization started its first project, HSH Feeding Program. Through HSH Feeding Program, HomeStreetHome shares breakfast porridge for children in the village school. Now, 8 years later, HSH Feeding Program is still running, and over 1,000 children are getting breakfast porridge every single school day.
Mabadiliko mengine yako. Sisi tulikuwa tukienda shule tunywe uji pale shule. Lakini kwa sasa hivi nikienda chekechea watoto wanywa uji, nikija Makongeni primary watoto wanywa uji. Mimi nilikuwa nikitoka hapa sikunywa chai basi sitokula mpaka narudi tena kwetu. Na sipewe hata 10 ya break. Lakini kwa sasa hivi naona HomeStreetHome wanapia na watoto uji, wanakunywa uji. Mtoto wa nursery akija nyumbani lunch time, hata angalia mambo ya lunch. Kama umempatia 20 amenunua viazi amekunywa uji, hata ashughuliki kuuliza lunch.
In the beginning of 2018, the organization was ready to start building the center. The original idea was a children's home, which later changed into a rescue center, and even later developed into its current form as a community center. I guess we can say that this alone explains how the organization and its members have grown together with the project. The construction of the HomeStreetHome Center was done together with local and international volunteers. It took years to build it, and still, the work is ongoing. Finally, in 2019, the first buildings of HomeStreetHome Center were ready, and soon after, the current services started to develop and found their places.
So currently we are running a HomeStreetHome Community Center, whereby we have a number of programs that we are doing. One of them being Kalevala Training Center, which is a training center for girls and women. We are offering 3 courses: computer packages, salon and hairdressing, tailoring and dressmaking. We also have HomeStreetHome Daycare Center, which offers services for children with special needs. We provide daycare services and different therapy sessions such as physio and occupational therapy. HomeStreetHome Health Clinic is a community health clinic that provides free outpatient services. We treat different kinds of infections, tropical diseases, and injuries. We also provide free family planning services to the people within the community. HomeStreetHome Children's Playgroup is targeted to 3-year-old children who are supposed to join kindergarten in the following year. The aim of the program is to provide high quality and early childhood education to children within the community. In addition to these projects, we are organizing different trainings, workshops, and tuition programs in our library that are beneficial to the kids within the community.
Originally, HomeStreetHome was supposed to do one project: a children's home for 20 kids. As we can see today, that did not happen, but something even greater started. For us, HomeStreetHome is not just an organization, but it has become a growing community of people who want to do something good. People who thrive while lifting others, and who genuinely want to work towards a better tomorrow. Today, HomeStreetHome is registered in Kenya, Finland, and Switzerland. The organization has 25 Kenyan employees working in Kenya, a voluntarily run board of management that has members from all 3 countries, and a HomeStreetHomes committee that consists members from the Makongeni village community. Since the organization is deeply locally driven, the outcome of the work is highly impactful. Locally driven community development is the heart of true sustainable progress. When communities take charge of their growth, they harness the power of local knowledge, skills, and resources. This approach not only creates solutions that are culturally and contextually relevant, but also fosters a sense of ownership and pride among the people. Change is happening every day. Change is the catalyst that drives development forward. When communities embrace change, they reimagine what is possible, finding creative solutions to old problems and forging new paths towards progress. Change encourages learning and adaptation, empowering people to question established norms and strive for better outcomes. It fosters resilience, as individuals and communities learn to navigate and thrive amidst new circumstances. By promoting inclusivity, equity, and opportunity, change lays the foundation for sustainable development, creating a dynamic environment where everyone has the chance to grow, succeed, and contribute to a shared future. Change is not just a shift in direction. It is the heartbeat of development, driving societies toward greater prosperity, justice, and well-being. The ripple effects of this change are not only lifting individual families, but also reshaping the entire village, creating a brighter and more hopeful tomorrow. True change comes from within. In the heart of each village, change is not just happening, it is growing strong and beautiful. We believe that as an organization, we can promote change in the village by empowering local community through sustainable, community-led initiatives. We can fill the gaps where the public services are currently not reaching and help the most vulnerable ones of the society to lift themselves up. The change starts with us, from the dream of seeing a better world. The little things that we do can boost the development and promote the social justice in grassroots level. As community members unite to improve education, health, infrastructure, and livelihoods, they build stronger social ties and a shared sense of purpose. The result is not just immediate progress, but long-term transformation. Empowered communities become more self-reliant, better equipped to face future challenges, and capable of driving continuous growth from within. In the end is nothing complicated. These are simple and humane goals. One day, all children are not only going to school, but receiving quality education. All people can access quality healthcare. People in the village have enough safe, drinkable water. Children with special needs are getting the services they need. All people, regardless of their gender, have equal opportunities. Basically, we are talking about the basic human rights. Together, we have the power to create real change. When each of us joins hands, no matter how small our effort may seem, we can build something greater than ourselves. Every act of kindness, every step toward progress adds up. Our collective actions can transform communities and inspire others to do the same. Change doesn't happen overnight, but when we unite with shared purpose and vision, we can shape a brighter future. Everyone has something to give, and together we can make a difference. And that little act we can do can lead to a spiral of change with a powerful impact that can make this world a little bit better.
I have this dream where a vision becomes reality for future generations to come. Healthcare for all, build our children up so they're standing tall, and opportunities for everyone. Little by little, day by day, leading the spiral of change. It begins within each one of us. Rise, rise up against the tide. Together you and I, just know that you're never alone. It's time, hand in hand we will fight. Let the light Community is the key to our humanity. We strive to make a difference each day. And we believe in respect, care, and diversity. Lay the ground so we can pave the way. Little by little, day by day, leading the spiral of change. It begins within each one of us. Rise up against the tide. Together, you and I, just know that you're never alone. It's time, hand in hand we will fight. Let the light shine in our lives. See the seed of knowledge grow from my heart to yours at Home Street Home. We all have a choice to give others a voice. Lend a hand to those who need us the most. Rise up against the tide. Together, you and I, just know that you're never alone. It's time, hand in hand we will fight. Let the light shine in our lives. See the seed of knowledge grow from my heart to yours at Home Street Home.
children with special needs are getting the services they need. All people, regardless of their gender, have equal opportunities. Basically, we are talking about the basic human rights. Together, we have the power to create real change. When each of us joins hands, no matter how small our effort may seem, we can build something greater than ourselves. Every act of kindness, every step towards progress adds up. Our collective actions can transform communities and inspire others to do the same. Change doesn't happen overnight, but when we unite with shared purpose and vision, we can shape a brighter future. Everyone has something to give, and together we can make a difference. And that little act we can do can lead to a spiral of change with a powerful impact that can make this world a little bit better.